Hey guys, so it looks like we're still waiting for the Tyree Nichols unaliving trial with the police officers. So what I'm going to do is, since we're still waiting, hopefully they'll pop in and then we'll give the verdict because we are still waiting. Everything said in this video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. What we're going to do is do some highlights and bring everybody up to speed in terms of where this case is right now, okay? Because they still are deliberating. Let's see. Yeah, they're still deliberating. According to what they're saying, it says that the court awaits the verdict from the jury on Tuesday as day 9 of the Tyree Nichols. Tyree Nichols case. Okay, hopefully they're coming back here soon. They're still waiting, it appears. Okay, but it's saying that the court awaits verdict from the jury Tuesday as day 9 of Tyree Nichols' unaliving trial begins. That the jury spent just under 4.5 hours deliberating on Monday before pausing for the night. So they're still waiting. We're actually going to be watching from Fox 13 Memphis News for the breaking news of the verdict. They're still waiting. So what we're going to do is, while we're waiting, is get into some updates and what's going on with the case. All right, so let's go ahead and get into that since we're here. Hopefully they'll go ahead and pop in soon, and then we can proceed with the actual verdict. All right, so let's go ahead and educate everybody on what's been going on with this case. I started watching some of it yesterday. Did not get to finish because I was so doggone busy, but let's get into what you guys can see on my screen. And I'll keep checking back. I have my phone set up here. All right, so jury deliberations continue in the trial for ex-officers, in the Tyree Nichols unaliving, okay? So let's go ahead and let's make this big. Shout out to, hold on. All right, so shout out to WREG News, okay? So let's make it big, so we can get into what they're saying. Let's give everybody an update and a fast forward to where we are now versus how this trial began. Let's go.
How did we get here? The path to this day comes some 2 years and 5 months after Nichols was initially stopped in Hickory Hill. Since then, it has been a long and tedious process for those involved, and for Nichols' family, a painful and emotional time. Here's WRG's Shay Arthur with a look at how we got here.
Where they are.
For the last 8 days, we've taken you inside a Shelby County courtroom. Sometimes they were tense.
He got out of the car and he grabbed the guy that he thought had done something wrong.
Other times, emotional testimony. Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy spoke to us about his team of attorneys on the case.
They've worked very hard for a long time in preparing this case. They were very thoroughly prepared, and they fought really hard to get justice for Tyree Nichols.
What's been discussed with so many closely watching goes back to this intersection, January 7th, 2023, at Ross and Rains Roads, where police claim they initially attempted to stop Tyree Nichols and ultimately ended in this quiet neighborhood about half a mile down the street, which we later learned from watching MPD body and dash camera video was also where Nichols was repeatedly punched and kicked not far from his family home. 3 days later, he died at the hospital. 10 days later, 5 Memphis police officers are fired, including the 3 who have been on trial: Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith. The 2 others have reached other agreements on their charges. On January 26th, the group was indicted in state court. Then the next day, the shocking video of Nichols' arrest is released to the public. On January 28th, the Scorpion unit was deactivated. That was a specialized team these officers were part of. It was supposed to target criminal hotspots. Months later, on September 12, 2023, the men were federally indicted. And more than a year later, after weeks of a federal trial, on October 2nd, 2024, a federal jury reached a mixed verdict. Then fast forward, April 28, 2025, the state trial for Smith, Bean, and Haley begins. For your news leader, Shay Arthur, WREG News Channel 3.
Stay cool this summer with JR HVAC.
All right, so let's minimize that. So let's go ahead and read up on what's going on. I'm still waiting for them to give the verdict. So while they're doing that, we're going to proceed with this information. So Memphis, Tennessee, this says that the jury began deliberating on Tuesday and will continue into Wednesday in the trial for 3 former police Memphis police officers accused of beating Tyree Nichols to be unalived in 2023. The jury began their deliberations around 12:30 p.m. Tuesday and were released for the day a little over 4 hours later. That they will return and continue at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Okay, so each defendant, Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith, is charged with 7 counts. Let's go down those counts right quick. Count 1, second-degree unaliving, which gives 15 to 25 years. Count 2, aggravated assault, act in concert, which gives 8 to 12 years. Count 3, aggravated kidnapping, 8 to 12 years. Count 4, aggravated kidnapping, 8 to 12 years. Count 5, official misconduct, 1 to 2 years. Count 6, official misconduct, 1 to 2 years. Count 7, official oppression, 1 to 2 years, as you guys can see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we're still waiting. They said each defendant faces the highest charges possible for the crimes, but the jury may also choose from a list of lesser charges for each count or find them not guilty of the charges. Okay. It says that when the jury returns with a verdict, we will live stream in the box above and provide live blog updates, okay, here all day. So they obviously have not come back with that yet, but I wanted to show you guys that while we're still waiting, okay? Now let's stop sharing. This is actually where we're looking from, and they're still waiting. It looks like, let me share so y'all can see where we're looking from. So I probably have to pop back in and do like the actual verdict. But this is where we're watching from. As y'all can see, Fox 13, Memphis News, they're still holding off and waiting. As you guys can see, the court is awaiting the verdict from the jury Tuesday as day 9 of the Tyree Nichols unaliving trial begins. The jury spent under 4.5 hours deliberating on Monday before pausing for the night. So as you guys can see, those are some other stations that will be showing it as well. We're going to watch it here on my Fox 13 Memphis when they return. We're still waiting for them. They haven't done anything yet, so we're still waiting. Still waiting. So while we're waiting, I guess we'll come back and give the verdict then, because they're not doing anything as of yet. Okay. So I don't want to keep you guys waiting. That's actually what happened. So I want to give you guys an update of what's going on. So everybody's just waiting. It's a waiting game. So while we're waiting, we'll come back with the actual verdict. All right. Because I was hoping they will pop in while I was going over the little briefing for this case, but they've not done so. So we'll pop back in with the actual verdict. Okay. Thank you, Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Scorpion Miss, Rose Armstead, and True TV Podcast. Thank you guys and everybody watching. Guys, when you see me come back on, I'll be coming back with the actual verdict. Okay. So I'll see you guys then. We're going to end the video here. And I will see you guys right back for the verdict. I'm hoping they pop back in anytime now. Okay. Keep your notifications on so that you guys will be able to get that verdict as well. Okay. So guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys hopefully in a few minutes. Okay. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.